God shall provide in time of need. Yes, that is true. But do you know that so many people have assumed that if you believe in God, then you don't need to worry about making financial plans for tomorrow. You end up eating both the fruit and the seed. The reason God made seed is so that it may reproduce more of the same for tomorrow. And not only that, but also to multiply one seed to more seeds and more fruits. So, what does God think about investing or saving? In this video today, we look at 7 places where the scriptures talk to us about investment. Please, like and share this video, so that you may help us reach and empower your loved ones as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe and you will be the first to know when we upload another great video. Let's get started. The first place. In Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 20. It reads, "The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down." The second place. In Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 5. It says, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty." Which means that it is important to make plans towards changing your future, and this shall lead to profit. The third place is Matthew, chapter 25, verse 14 to verse 30. "For it is just like a man about to go on a journey, who called his own slaves and entrusted his possessions to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, each according to his own ability, and he went on his journey. Immediately the one who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and gained 5 more talents. In the same manner the one who had received the 2 talents gained 2 more. But he who received the 1 talent went away, and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. Now after a long time the master of those slaves came and settled accounts with them. The one who had received the 5 talents came up and brought 5 more talents, saying, 'Master, you entrusted 5 talents to me. See, I have gained 5 more talents.' His master said to him, 'Well done, good and faithful slave, you were faithful with a few things, I will put you in charge of many things, enter into the joy of your master.' Also the one who had received the 2 talents came up and said, 'Master, you entrusted 2 talents to me. See, I have gained 2 more talents.' His master said to him, 'Well done, good and faithful slave. You are faithful with a few things, I will put you in charge of many things, enter into the joy of your master.' And the one also who had received the 1 talent came up and said, 'Master, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you did not sow and gathering where you scattered no seed. And I was afraid, and went away and hid your talent in the ground. See, you have what is yours.' But his master answered and said to him, 'You wicked, lazy slave, you knew that I reap where I did not sow and gather where I scattered no seed. Then you ought to have put my money in the bank, and on my arrival I would have received my money back with interest. Therefore take away the talent from him, and give it to the one who has the 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more shall be given, and he will have an abundance, but from the one who does not have, even what he does have shall be taken away. Throw out the worthless slave into the outer darkness, in that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.'" The fourth place is at Genesis, chapter 41, from verse 34 to verse 36, which says, "Let Pharaoh appoint commissioners over the land to take 1/5 of the harvest of Egypt during the 7 years of abundance. They should collect all the food of these good years that are coming and store up the grain under the authority of Pharaoh, to be kept in the cities for food. This food should be held in reserve for the country, to be used during the 7 years of famine that will come upon Egypt, so that the country may not be ruined by the famine." The fifth place is 1 Corinthians, chapter 16, verse 2, which reads, "On this first day of every week, each one of you should set aside a sum of money in keeping with your income, saving it up, so that when I come no collections will have to be made." The sixth place is Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 12. It says, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." Last but not least, The seventh place is in Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 24 and 25. 4 things on earth are small, yet they are extremely wise. Ants are creatures of little strength, yet they store up their food in the summer. All these verses show us that we need to invest, we need to save, we need to make plans. Do not let ants be deemed wiser than you. God has a good plan for you. He wants you to succeed. He will bless the work of your hands and direct you in the right path. Click on the video suggestion below, and watch this other great video from this channel. Let us reignite our motivation to succeed.